the smell of burning paper. That is how I discovered my sister had betrayed me. I was in the attic of our family home, looking for old photographs. But I found something else, a letter, half burned, with my name on it. It said, "Isabella, do not trust Marco. He is not who you think. Marco is my fiancé. We are getting married next week." Why would anyone write this? I turned around and saw my sister, Elena, standing at the door. Her face was white. "You were not supposed to find that," she whispered. "What does this mean?" I asked. But she did not answer. She just looked at the letter. Suddenly, I remembered something. Last night, at the family reunion, I kissed Marco. But it was dark. And he smelled different. Like cinnamon, not like Marco's usual cologne. My heart started to beat fast. Who did I kiss? I asked. Elena's eyes filled with tears. That was not Marco. That was his brother, Luca. My name is Isabella Rossi. I am 22 years old. I live in a big house with my parents and my sister Elena. Our family home is old, with a dusty attic full of memories. I was there because I wanted to find my grandmother's necklace. It is an heirloom, passed down for generations. I thought it would be nice to wear it at my wedding. But instead of the necklace, I found the letter. It was in a box of old papers. The paper was brown at the edges, and someone had tried to burn it. The words were still clear: "Isabella, do not trust Marco. He is not who you think." I did not understand. Marco is a good man. He is kind and handsome. We have been together for 2 years. He proposed last month, and I said yes. Our families are happy. But the letter made me doubt. Who wrote it? And why? I took the letter downstairs. Elena saw me and turned pale. She tried to grab it from my hand. "Give it to me," she said. "Why?" I asked. "Do you know something?" She started to cry. "I wrote that letter," she said. "I wrote it because I had to tell you the truth. But then I was scared. I tried to burn it." "What truth?" I asked. "Marco is not the man you think. He only wants our family's inheritance. He is using you." I felt like the ground was moving. "How do you know?" I whispered. "Because I heard him talking to his brother, Luca. They planned everything. Marco will marry you, and then he will take everything. The house, the money, everything." I did not want to believe Elena. But then I remembered the kiss. Last night, at the family reunion, I was in the garden. It was dark, and I was looking for Marco. I saw a man under the old oak tree. He had Marco's build, his dark hair. I went to him and kissed him. He kissed me back, but something was different. His lips were softer, and he smelled like cinnamon. I pulled away and saw his face. It was not Marco. It was Luca, his older brother. I was shocked. "I am sorry," I said. "I thought you were Marco." Luca smiled. "It is okay," he said. "I always wanted to kiss you." I ran away. I did not tell anyone. But now, with the letter, everything felt connected. I went to find Luca. He was in the kitchen, drinking coffee. "Luca," I said, "I need to ask you something. Did you and Marco plan to trick me?" He looked at me, surprised. "What are you talking about?" he said. "Elena told me everything. You and Marco want our family's inheritance." Luca put down his cup. "Isabella, that is not true." "Yes, Marco is not a good man. But I am not part of his plan. I love you. I have always loved you." I did not know what to believe. My head was spinning. "Why did you kiss me back?" I asked. "Because I could not stop myself," he said. "I have loved you since we were children. But you chose Marco." I needed proof. So I decided to follow Marco. The next day, I told him I was going to visit my grandmother. Instead, I waited outside his office. I saw him meet a man in a suit. They talked for a long time. I moved closer and heard Marco say, "After the wedding, I will get the house. Then we can sell it. The inheritance is mine." My heart broke. Elena was right. Marco was using me. I walked away, but then I saw Luca. He was watching too. "You heard?" he asked. I nodded, tears in my eyes. "I am sorry," he said. "I tried to warn you. That is why I kissed you. I wanted you to see that Marco is not the one." "But why did you not tell me before?" I asked. "Because I was afraid. Afraid you would hate me. Afraid you would think I was lying to get you for myself." I looked at him. His eyes were kind. I remembered the kiss. It was the best kiss of my life. "What do I do now?" I asked. "You call off the wedding," he said. "And then you choose who you really love." I knew he was right. I went home and told my parents everything. They were shocked but supported me. I called Marco and ended the engagement. He was angry, but I did not care. I was free. A month later, I was in the garden again. The same oak tree, the same moonlight. But this time I was not confused. I knew who I wanted. Luca came to me. He took my hand. "Are you sure?" he asked. I smiled. I have never been more sure of anything. We kissed, and it felt right. No mistakes, no lies. Just us. I learned a hard lesson: trust your heart, but also look for the truth. Sometimes the people closest to us hide secrets. But if you are brave enough to find the truth, you can find real love. My sister Elena and I are closer now. She helped me see the truth. And Luca? He is my true love. We are planning a small wedding, just family and friends. No inheritance, no tricks. Just love. And every time I smell cinnamon, I remember that night. The night I kissed the wrong brother, but found the right man.